What's going on, everybody? Edge0626 bringing you some Black Ops 3 gameplay with my homie Dante, whose links will be down in the description below. Go check him out. Really good fucking Call of Duty player. Anyway, so before I start this gameplay, man, I was watching this as I was editing the clip to take out any dead parts and stuff I don't want in the video. I was watching this back and I'm just like, you know what? I gave Black Ops 3 a lot of shit. I guess I say this every time I do a video of Black Ops 3, but I gave Black Ops 3 a lot of shit for a very long period of time. And I forgot sometimes just how fun this game could be. Like, Hunted, to me, is easily one of the best maps in this game. Like, I can't remember... I mean, I have a lot of fun playing Hunted. Some of my best gameplays like this one, take place during, Hunted map gameplays. It's just so much fun. Of course, the gold KN44 or the 8K47 is just absolutely gorgeous, and I love it so much. So, what is on the topic? What's the topic for today's video, I should say? Well, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the new consoles that are, rumored, I guess, to be coming out in holiday 2020, and that is the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Now, before I start what I want to say in this video, I am not trying to start any sort of console war in this video. I ain't got no hate towards Xbox players, and I just prefer to play PlayStation 4 or PlayStation games because a lot of my friends play PlayStation as opposed to Xbox. I have very few people, friends of mine, that play Xbox, so there's really no point in me even trying to, play a game with them or buy an entirely new console and play a game with them because I'm not really going to play it much anyway. So that's just my way of thinking of it. But I'll tell you right now, man, the Xbox Series X, has been more or less released. We know how it looks. I think it looks like a fucking mini fridge. I think it's goofy looking. I mean, I thought the Xbox One was like kind of boxy, boring looking compared to previous versions of the Xbox 360, which looked really cool, especially the Xbox 360 Slim. That was probably one of the more sleekest design. That was probably the sleekest design for any sort of console that I personally have ever seen. And I thought it was really cool, and to go from that to basically a box was kind of boring for me, like just a square, nothing fancy looking about it box. And now they're going to essentially a cube looking shape, which again, I think it looks goofy. I don't know what the specs are for this game. Specs to me are something I don't particularly care about in hardware because I know the hardware is going to be good. I know it's going to run the way it's supposed to function. In terms of Xbox, I just hope they fix a lot of the issues that the Xbox One had, because if you actually go and watch one of the Actman's most recent videos, he did a whole thing about how, the decline of Xbox and yada yada yada. I thought it was a very good video. And I never purchased an Xbox in my life, but just listening to what he was saying really made sense to me, because the Xbox One specialized in so many different things that it didn't really have its own identity. It was just what should have been just a game system became just an entertainment sort of thing, and I don't know if that really worked out in Xbox One's favor, to be honest with you. Yeah, PlayStation 4 had sort of the same thing, but at least a lot of it sort of focused on gaming, so I always consider it more of a gaming console than an entertainment console. So, I mean, I hope the Xbox Series X is cool. It has a lot of, I hear it has a lot of cool exclusives coming, Halo Infinite to be exact, and apparently, the Halo community is, of course, very picky and choosy about the types of games that it likes in the Halo franchise, so I hope for the Halo community's sake that they're going to have a good game. That's just me. In terms of PlayStation 5, that one worries me, because it's really a deal breaker for me in terms of two things: price and whether or not any game could be backwards compatible on PlayStation 5. I think PlayStation 4's biggest mistake was not having backwards compatibility for PlayStation 3 games, because I loved playing my PlayStation 3 games. I still ever so often go back and play PlayStation 3. And because PlayStation 4, like its release to me doesn't feel like a long period of time. I mean, maybe a couple of years, 6 years maybe. And with so many innovations, for lack of better terms, between the PlayStation 4 Pro and all that, I just feel like they really, even Xbox, like I feel like, releasing a new console, 2.5 years after they released these, more powerful types of consoles like the Xbox One X and the PlayStation 4 Pro. I don't really know if that was really a smart decision, because I feel like a lot of people just dropped $500 to $600 for basically nothing for 2 years worth of games or 2 years worth of a system, in my opinion. So for PlayStation 5, the deal breaker for me is whether or not I can actually play PlayStation 4 games on my PlayStation 5, and I hope the price. I hear the price is also dropped to, like, there's rumors anyway that the price is going to be less than $500. I think the lowest I hear is like $450, which, price to me is also matters a lot, because, I mean, I have a job and all, but I can't really be dropping that amount, $500 on a fucking console in, 6 months. So it just doesn't work in my budget, so it's something I'd either have to wait for or what, but I don't know. All I'm saying is that's basically what it comes down to for me with PlayStation 5. And of course, PlayStation 5, I would prefer that they still have disc games, because my gripe with PlayStation 4 was the memory system. Yeah, I have myself an external hard drive now that works beautifully and gives me 4 terabytes of space that I'll never need to purchase another external hard drive again until I need to anyway. And that's another thing. I hope that the PlayStation 5 has external hard drive support, because PlayStation 4 didn't have that until like a year and a half, 2 years ago maybe. So that's really what it comes down to for me to purchase a PlayStation 5. Backwards compatibility, external hard drive support, still being able to purchase games both digitally and on disc, and that's about it, man. That's all I could say. Anyway, let me know what console you're going to be purchasing and why. And I'd like to have a tame conversation about this whole console thing. Are you excited for Xbox Series X? Why are you going to get it? Are you excited for PlayStation 5? Why are you going to get it? All that sort of thing. So let me know down in the comments section below. Again, love to have a conversation. Absolutely buried the opposing team, as you can see on the left side of your screen. And my boy Dante really did put in work too, as he whips and nays his way to victory. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a fantastic day. And of course, peace out.